In today's session, we are going to learn how to find cross-site scripting vulnerabilities in web applications using tools. Now, we touched on the basics of cross-site scripting, its types, and the fundamental ways to test for cross-site scripting vulnerabilities manually. I recommend you watch these basics before diving into this session. Links to the previous sessions are given in the description of this video. Okay, let's dive in now. So in the previous sessions where we learned how to test for cross-site scripting vulnerabilities, I gave you a cheat sheet from OWASP where you can find cross-site scripting payloads to use when testing. Now the purpose of cheat sheets is to make your job easy when it comes to testing. However, the overhead of having to apply individual payloads one after the other to confirm the existence of cross-site scripting vulnerability on an input field still remains. This particular challenge can be overcome to some degree using automated scanners or penetration testing tools. We are going to look at a demonstration of one such scanner and a penetration testing tool today. Now, there are many tools available today which can help you with testing, but we are going to pick only two. Okay, let me give you an overview of the available tools before proceeding with the demonstration. So one common distribution that has hundreds of tools used by penetration testers is Kali Linux. This framework has a category of tools that falls within the class of web application security, and what you see in the screen are the inbuilt tools this framework has for testing cross-site scripting vulnerabilities. So we have XSR, we have Beef XSS framework, which stands for Browser Exploitation Framework. And there are also certain tools outside of this framework, and a few you can manually install on Kali Linux. And these are XSS Scanner, XS Strike, PWN XSS, XSS Hunter, XSS Freak. Now we are going to look at XSS Scanner and XS Strike today. Now XSS Scanner currently has only an online version, but XS Strike is a tool that you can install manually within Kali Linux. Let's dive into XSS Scanner. So what you see here is the online version of XSS Scanner. Now XSS Scanner uses an internal scanner to scan for cross-site scripting vulnerabilities. We don't have to dig deep into the logic, but just go in and provide the application main URL for the tool to tell you the places in the application that are vulnerable to cross-site scripting. So let's provide the demo.testfire URL here. Now it's going to take a while for the scan to complete, but let me fast forward and show you the results. Now, if you look at the results, you would see the pages and parameters that are vulnerable to cross-site scripting, but not really the input fields, and it doesn't supply payloads for you to test. So with the minimal information that you have from XSS Scanner, go to the other tool, which is XS Strike, to exploit the vulnerability. Now, from the results of XSS Scanner, I know that the search page with the parameter query is vulnerable to cross-site scripting. And now I can provide this as input to XS Strike to make an exploit. So let's launch XS Strike and use some basic commands. So the command for identifying cross-site scripting with payloads is xsstrike.py, which is a file in itself, -u, and then you provide the URL. In our case is https demo.testfire.net /search.jsp, and then you have the query parameter, and I would provide a sample value probably as test. Now this again is going to run for a while, but when you see the confidence values as high as 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, you can make sure that the field is vulnerable to cross-site scripting. Now you can pick payloads from here that the tool has generated to see if it runs in the application. Let me pick up a prompt and execute it in the front end. As you can see, the payload was executed, confirming the existence of cross-site scripting. That's for today's session. Keep watching for more information on cross-site scripting and other classes of vulnerabilities. Like, share, and subscribe if these sessions are useful to you.